Hello, I'm Lauren Turner, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Rural Hollywood, a show that takes an in-depth look at the movie industry in the Southeast and beyond. On today's episode, Lakeisha Love will sit down with Chris Dora of Dora International and actress Leslie Drake about their feature film and TV series, Metro Volume 1. But first, Tanya Morris will sit down with director David Jones, who's joined by his lead actor, Roy Henderson, about their short film, One Night Stand.
Good morning. We're here with filmmaker David Jones of Jones Media, who's also joined by Roy Henderson, who's one of the lead actors in David's film, One Night Stand. David, what inspired you to become involved in filmmaking?
Well, basically, Tanya, it started when I was in 6th grade, and it really started because I wanted to go into advertising. You know, I wasn't that familiar with the filmmaking process at the time. I just knew that people made commercials. And I've always been a visual artist, drawing, anything dealing with visuals. And by the time I got into junior high school, around the time Spike Lee came out with She's Gotta Have It, and I realized, you know, I made the connection, black male, and that we actually made films. That's when it really sparked me to go that direction, away from, away from the advertising and more toward the filmmaking.
Okay. In your bio, you refer to yourself as a freelance media consultant. Could you kind of explain to us what a freelance media consultant is?
Well, it's basically similar to a meeting planner. And in the fact that we go in, people bring us in to kind of plan their audio visual for whether it's a mini concert sometimes, or just any type of production or a meeting where we go in and we kind of survey the area and get an idea of how to maximize that space and get their message across.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about One Night Stand?
Okay, and what I'll do is I can tell you a little bit from my perspective, and then I'll let Roy maybe talk about it a little bit also.
Okay. But
it's a film about a young man that seems to kind of have everything, you know, that society kind of deems important. He has, today's society anyway, he has the money, you know, with a good job, he has his boys, and he lives a single life, and he's very successful at the single life, you know, and I'll just kind of let you elaborate on that a little bit more.
I have the similar perspective as David. You know, he's an athlete, he's an athletic guy, he's what the world deems good looking. And he's very confident in his attributes. Okay. So he uses those to kind of manipulate women to kind of do the things he wants them to do, when he wants them to do it. But he kind of realizes towards the end of the movie that that's not what life is really about, and is confused and is at a crossroads.
So you feel that you kind of relate to that character a lot? Definitely.
When I was younger, I was a student athlete. In college, played basketball, and was from New York City, had green eyes, and just a little different than the average African-American male. But you know, you come to that crossroads as well, that, you know, life is about service. It's not about people serving you, per se.
Well, David, you told me earlier that there was a twist at the end, and I'm sure we don't want to give it away to the audience yet, but what's the underlying message behind One Night Stand?
Well, you look at it, you can sum it up into sometimes a player gets played, you know, okay. Or, you know, you can look at it as, you know, you have a guy who is ready to make a change in his life, but, you know, you do the things that you do all the dirt you do, and you may be ready to change, but that doesn't mean everyone else fits into your plan.
Okay, well, why don't myself and the audience take a look at your trailer?
When you with me,
I hate.
all you gotta do is relax. I take care of everything. Ma, I got you. Ma, I got you. It's alright. When you with me, I do that body right. We can do it all day and all night. I give it to you.
I'm in and I'm out. I'm in when they go to sleep. I'm out. One night stand, baby. Ain't got time for the lovey-dovey, love-making, spooning type stuff like that.
Yo, he finally sees something he can't have.
Ain't no woman out there that I can't have. Can I have a seat? So what's your name? So you ready to get out of here?
So let me get this straight. Y'all went back to the hotel. She was down.
She the type of woman, man, I could see myself laying down roots with.
What you saying? You got feelings for this chick?
Hello again, and we're back with David, and again, his lead actor, Roy. David, share with the audience the process in putting this short film together.
Wow. Well, when we started putting it together, kind of got the idea, and I wanted to get into a couple film festivals, and we were crunched for time. So, and I would tell anyone, this is not the proper way to go about doing it. You don't rush on any project. You take your time. But we actually got it done because of the actors' schedules. I pulled a lot of the guys. Roy had some acting experience, and he's probably the only one that did. And I pulled in some of the guys and girls that I kind of knew, I'm familiar with, and they did a pretty good job. But pulled them in. We got our rehearsals down, and probably in about I'd say a month worth of Saturdays, we were able to get it shot and you know, and got it in there and edited it down and sent out. Oh yeah, very long Saturdays. Started early in the morning and went kind of late. But the reason I say don't rush a project is because my DP was in California at the time. So, and Charlotte is kind of, filmmakers are kind of scarce, and you know, support staff are kind of scarce, and you know, so pretty much had to do all the jobs myself, from lighting to sound to shooting it to directing and editing and putting the soundtrack together. So that was a little stressful, but we got it done. We got it done.
Oh, that's okay. I think a lot of directors like yourself can agree with, you know, when you're doing a beginning project, you have to wear all the hats. So what are the future plans for One Night Stand? Do you see it becoming a full-length feature film?
Well, what it's going to do for us is I had some people in place, some investors. I had some investors in place, and I wanted to get this one out because it's been a while since I've done, you know, a short. I've done a few little commercials or things like that, or some, you know. But it's been a while since I've done like a little short or any film. It's been about 4 years or so since I've taken that type of time to put one together. So I just wanted to show them what I could do on a, you know, now, you know, as a little bit more mature and that type of thing. So we're using that to kind of promote ourselves, you know, and get those people to up some money so I can get a crew, and so we can get a feature done.
Okay, Roy, do you plan on making a career in acting, or is just your one project with One Night Stand?
Well, I'm a behind-the-scenes person that's always pushed to the forefront. That's my life.
Well, you're a good-looking fella. Come on.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, I kind of accept it now. You know, God has blessed me with a lot of opportunities, and you know, I'm definitely up for the opportunity and the challenge to do more. But you know, as far as moving to Hollywood and selling the house, not yet. But if the opportunity comes about, we'll see.
Okay.
We're gonna pull him. We're gonna pull him, man.
Okay, being that you're both from Charlotte, North Carolina, how do you think your community feels about theater and acting overall?
You want to go first?
Well, I could say that we're starting to become a little more cultural as far as how we go about business and how the downtown is set up. We have a little artsy area, the No Dot area. Shout out to No Dot. But that's really coming about, and we're doing a lot more artsy stuff, cultural activities. Hip-hop is starting to become a little big in Charlotte. As well as they're becoming a lot of producers that produce small films. So I think Charlotte's starting to really embrace the fact that there's some talented actors and producers in the area.
Yeah. Okay. And just to piggyback on that, there's still a ways out when it comes to film, because especially black filmmakers, you know, they're kind of scarce. But we're starting to network a little more. And I think in Charlotte, it's one of those things where filmmakers are so protective of their works, you know, especially when you hear, I guess I hear these stories about people taking ideas and just afraid to work with each other in Charlotte. But I've reached out to a few, and all of us have reached out to a few of them, and we're trying to just form some type of support group and network, you know, so that, there's strength in numbers. You know, if we all out there on our own, then we're not going to get to where we want to be, and we're not going to, lift the city up. But one of the good things is we now have the Charlotte Film Festival, and it seems like it's going to stick around. You know, it's long overdue. Okay.
Well, do you have any other projects that the audience can look forward to?
Well, we're in the works with a few other things. We're working on a film short, another one that's kind of set in a barbershop scene. Not barbershop, but it's pretty smooth. So when I get that one out, I'm going to bring it through so you guys can check it out. And we're also working on a feature film. It's one I wrote a while back called Firebird, and it's about a black ballerina. So look forward to that one. We might have that on the big screen in the upcoming years.
Okay, I have another question for you. As far as up-and-coming talent, because right now everybody wants to be in the acting business, what tip would you give an up-and-coming actor or actress about this business? Because we all know that it's a good thing to start off as an extra, but what's your comment on independent films? Should they head in that direction, or should they go after the big films and just stick in that category of being an extra all the time?
Well, and I'll kind of get into it from something that I had the opportunity to speak to Spike Lee about, and it was about filmmaking. And it was when I was talking about going to, graduate school, right, straight out of, because I went to University of South Carolina, film and television department there. And he told me, he said, don't waste the money. Filmmakers make films. Just make films. And I would say to anyone, in acting, just act. Get out there no matter what it is. I mean, I would do more on the independent side because you can get more leading roles and build your resume, so instead of trying to go for extra roles where you don't even get noticed. Okay, so it may not be any money in the indie roles, but if people notice that independent film, independent cinema is getting a lot of recognition in the bigger festivals on Sundance Channel, IFC, so I mean, you'll get your opportunity, and I say be persistent.
And what would you think of beginning filmmakers as far as getting their work seen at film festivals? Some people might feel that there are so many people out here doing this. What shot do they have in getting in this business?
And if they take that attitude, they're already defeated. Right. The thing is, you just have to believe in yourself and be persistent. I mean, and just do it. If you have the skill, if you have the vision, then put it out there. Because everybody has a story to tell, and somebody's out there going to listen. I mean, I've seen garbage films get made, so so it's a window out there for everyone.
And I can speak on that as far as watching Dave go about his daily business. He's so passionate about what he does. I mean, he lives and breathes, producing movies and working with characters and actresses and actors. It's in him. He'll do it whether he makes nothing or $1 million a day. I mean, that's what he loves to do, and I think you just need to have that passion if you're going to do it.
Okay. Well, we want to thank David Jones and Roy Henderson for joining us on Rural Hollywood. We appreciate you guys coming out, and maybe one day you'll be back to show another one of your films.
Definitely, and thank you for having us.
Enjoy it.
For more information, log on to our website at www.ruralhollywood.com. Next up is Lakeisha Love and her interviews with Chris Dora and Leslie Drake about their feature film and TV series, Metro Volume 1.
Hello, I'm Lakeisha Love, and today we're here with filmmaker Chris Dora of Dora Films. He's also the director and the producer of Metro Volume 1. He's the director and the producer.
Exactly.
Tell me about that, the director and the producer.
It was just a project that I wanted to do for a long time. Took about 2 or 3 months to put the script together, get it finalized. Really couldn't find any backing to support the film at the time. So that's how I became sole producer and director of the whole project. Just went out there and just did it myself, and you know, the rest is history.
I understand. I mean, you got to make things happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, can you share with our audience the history with stage plays?
Well, that's like my first love. I've self-produced, wrote, and directed plays for over, I say 8 to 9 years now. That's what basically financed me to go ahead and do Metro. I was doing it mainly in Charlotte. We've done some plays in like Tennessee, Columbia, Alabama, you know, and we've had them also, some readings done elsewhere. But that's just something I've always enjoyed doing. I've been doing it since I was probably 16.
Oh.
Yeah.
Early start. Well, you know what your loves are and your passions are from day one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just when you get the opportunity to indulge in those things, you know. Well, how did you make that transition into filmmaking?
I just basically, I mean, even though it's my first love, I just wanted to do something different, and I always loved film. And I always wanted to see how my stage plays would look, or how my ideas would look if I put it, you know, on TV or on film and made it into a movie, and, you know, if I could do it. So that was the biggest, I guess, inspiration to go ahead and go forth with Metro and give it a shot.
Well, speaking of Metro, so you got to tell us a little bit about Metro Volume 1 and, you know, the inspiration behind it.
Well, it's a soap opera. It's an urban soap opera. It's not one central idea behind it. It revolves around the Wilson family, which is like 5 sisters, but there's so many different things going on within the show. Each show probably has about 6 different storylines. You know, we have a dirty cop, we have family situations, trying to stay together.
Right.
You know, father trying to take care of kids, marital affairs. We have gang situations, you know, drug lords, just some of everything, and it all kind of mushes together, you know, within the plot line of the Wilson family.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, I mean, you say, you know, it's a mixture. It's everything.
Yeah.
Realistic life issues.
Yeah, our tagline is real life, real people. So, and that's what we try to. That's how
I
we
like
try
that
to keep
tagline.
it.
That's
Yeah.
how. What is it again?
Real life, real people.
Real life, real people.
Exactly.
Well, let's take a look at Metro Volume 1, the trailer.
It's more than we can just drive you around.
You accepted the job, Curtis. You knew the responsibilities before you even took it.
I have bigger ambitions than driving you around. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy your company and all, but I'm more of a leader than a follower. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand you completely, Curtis.
So this is how he does it. He throws some cash your way and tell you to go shopping.
What more does there need to be?
Man, get up. Get up! Look, I'm getting tired of all this sneaking around like we some kids or something. I know what it takes to run this city. You understand what I'm saying?
There's no rush.
I know, but this dude is in the way of everything. He's in the way of where I want to be. He's in the way of our relationship. He's just in the way. Baby, I want you. You understand? Look, I know what it takes to run this town, to run this city. Besides that, better job anyway. My time has come. No, baby, our time has come. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow, that was great.
Thank you.
I loved it.
Okay.
Well, can you tell me how did you get your, your production to air on network television?
It's just basically money. We went to WB. They were playing the Outer Limits at their 10 p.m. time slot, and we didn't want to do the late night slots. We wanted to try to get as many viewers as possible to try to reach our overall goal with the numbers. So, we asked them how much it would cost to have them move that show and play Metro. So that's how we did it.
Ooh, Outer Limits, I like that show.
Yeah.
It's cool, it's different, yeah, and it was replaced by something more productive anyway, so.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good to know, good to know. Well, what was that whole experience like? What did it, do for you?
I mean, it was good. We had a lot of success. I mean, we were taking on, like, I think it's Crossing Jordan or something like that, and Desperate Housewives, which at the time was like the #1 show, everywhere, and we were beating it. We were averaging like 200,000 to 300,000, a week, and for a while we were doing it with reruns because I wasn't prepared, to keep pushing it out weekly like that. I didn't know what it took. Like I said, I did plays all my life, so I didn't know that some shows could take 2 to 3 weeks, to get done, because of schedules and just things that happen. So I mean, at one point, we were doing reruns for a while, and it was still, #1 every week. So it was a great experience, for everybody. I think everybody had their 15 minutes of fame, especially in Columbia with it not being so big in the surrounding areas in South Carolina. I mean, it was just, when you walk outside, people notice you. They would ask you questions about the characters.
Yeah.
And it was lovely. It was good.
I mean, do you have any other plans for Metro though? I mean, because like I said, it's so influential. Are you taking it to newer heights, more? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, we put it in a movie format, and we're sending it out to festivals right now. We've gotten some good response from that already, and we're currently working on season 2, which is going to be bigger and better, and everybody's anticipating it. They just want to see what happens, the new characters and everything. So, it's a lot of plans for Metro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you have any contact information where, any of our audience members can contact you or find out, like, more information about any projects that you're doing? I mean, run it down. Y'all, get some paper, a pen,
The best way to contact me is to go to the website, which is DorrahInternational.com. That's DORRAH.
Okay.
.international.com. All the different links, all the different avenues, whatever. Everything that I do is located under that.
Okay.
Under that page, and anybody have any questions, they can email me, contact me, and we'll talk. I'm open to everything.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'd really like to thank you for coming to share your story.
Thank you for having me.
And I mean, we will be looking for more projects. We'll be looking to hear more about Metro. We want to see you back here again.
Okay.
So
I'll be back.
Thank you very much, Chris Dora, Lakeisha Love. Stay locked, everybody. Hello, I'm Lakeisha Love, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Rural Hollywood. Today's guest is a beautiful, talented actress. Her name is Leslie Drake, the lead actress in Metro. So Leslie, How long have you been seriously pursuing a career in acting?
Honestly, about 2.5 years now. About 2.5 years. I did get my start in Metro, and I've been really pretty much grinding out ever since. So it's been promising so far.
And tell us about the character that you played in Metro.
In Metro, I played a character named Fury. Now, Fury was more or less like a tomboy. She didn't really care about her looks, her outer appearance, so to speak, her hair, clothes, and her family members, you know, gave her a lot of slack on that. But she was married, and she was also the type that, you know, she didn't tolerate disrespect from anyone, whether family members, husband, didn't matter. So she always got into confrontations with people. Not a real life character for me, but I was good at playing it, you know. I did things such as chasing my husband down the street, him hopping in the phone booth actually, you know. Shot him with a dart one time. That was crazy.
Wow.
I also put glass in his grits one time and, you know, made me a little mad. Disrupted the family dinner, but, you know, crazy character she was.
If that's not Fury, I don't know what is. That's the truth.
Crazy character she was.
Well, with this being, you know, your first, you know, role, you know, how have you grown since then as an actress?
Well, Metro allowed me to get all my glitches out. You know, allowed me to make the mistakes, correct them. Like I said, take constructive criticism from the people that I love, you know, and help me evolve from there. I also worked with a acting coach, Curtis McNeil, and go on and so forth with the other projects that I've done, so that has helped a lot.
That's beautiful, beautiful. Well, basically, tell us about some of the future projects that you have coming up.
Future projects, wow. Well,
or some, you know, future goals, ambitions. You know, tell us, you know, let us get into the mind of Leslie Drake.
Okay. Future projects would be, next month actually, Nicole Whalen has an independent film entitled Perfect Dunk. Some of the cast members do include Eve. Eve is going to be in it.
Oh, okay.
They're still deciding which professional basketball team they're going to use, whether it's Miami Heat or the Washington Wizards. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to play a character named Charmaine. She's a real estate agent of the star of the show, so star of the movie anyway. Also, I'm going to be in Queen of Media, Wendy Williams' new film. Her cast includes Vanessa Williams, Lil' Kim, Angel Conwell. I don't really know the other guy's name, but it's Cole from Martin. You remember Cole?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's also going to be in it. They have a nice soundtrack lined up. I think it's going to be shot in New York City. A movie about Wendy Williams' life. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I can honestly say, you know, my overall goals is actually to write and produce films and star in them at the same time. So that is my overall ultimate goal. So definitely look forward to that. I am in the process of writing scripts at the moment.
You know, I'm gonna be looking out for you. I feel it. I feel it, audience. Do y'all feel that?
I hope so.
This is all right. Well, you know, tell us how we can get in contact with you. You know, I'm definitely gonna have to stay in contact with you.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
Beautiful, beautiful sister, y'all. Beautiful sister. Y'all should feel her essence in here. You know.
Thank you so much. You can contact me through my management if need be, Christopher Dora at 803-479-2786. And if you want to contact me directly, you can email me at Leslie D. Drake. That's Leslie. D as in dog, RAKE at yahoo.com or myspace.com/Leslie Drake. You'll find me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. You've been wonderful.
You know, you've been wonderful too. Lakeisha Love.
Give her some love because she deserves it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So thank you for tuning in. Leslie Drake.